And here's Koo to kick off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd...
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory.
To Robbie Anderson.
A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
The kickoff for Atlanta.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy...
And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. This one caught by Davis. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On the ground, McCaffrey. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Touchdown, Carolina.
Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Gurley. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands and see how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And there's a run there by Todd Gurley, and we all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career. And I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
They'll run for the first time with Hill. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Brian Hill, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front.
I can't help it, partner. I love backs who have a lot of burst.
Yeah, they ran the toss play. By the way, sometimes you'll hear toss and pitch used interchangeably, but that was the toss.
Well, for me, a toss, quarterback takes the snap, turns around, tosses it to
like
the tail.
Like an egg underhand.
Yeah, like an egg underhand, really with two hands. And a pitch, usually like you're running an option-type play, and you pitch it out there to the trailing back.
Goes end over end like a field goal.
Yeah, where you turn it over, make sure that thumb turns down and the ball flips end over end slowly and delicately to your running back.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Bridgewater. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Taking a shot for Samuel. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before...
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. From the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Complete.
DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Falcons 21, Panthers 14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Falcons 28, Panthers 14. Younghoe Koo.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater, nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Bridgewater winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic. Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it? It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
A 6-yard pickup.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Ryan. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First catch so far for Julio. He's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Gurley. And he's got some space here. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Falcons 35. Panthers 7.
Following a touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we...
This is intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
The Falcons take over first.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
That's good.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. On first down, it's Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And there's a catch by Todd Gurley, and that has to remind us that's exactly what we've seen in him throughout his career when he's at his best. He can run it. He can catch it. He led the league in total yards from scrimmage in 2017.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Bridgewater. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Taken about 7 yards deep, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A first down throw for Bridgewater. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Darquez Denard there defensively.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this will be caught at the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
48 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And again, it's Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Falcons 42, Panthers 31.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Play action, Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down. They run. It's Gurley. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
First down, Carolina.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. To the right side, and he's got more, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1.
40-yard line.
To the air again with Bridgewater. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by the rookie A.J. Terrell. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Falcons.
So that is 2 pick sixes he's thrown in this football game. Now, you take those away, Charles, it's a completely different situation.
It totally is, but guess what? They have to deal with what they have now, okay? So they can't just mentally go, well, if we hadn't thrown those pick sixes, we'd be okay. Here's where you are. Here's where you're going to battle. But guess what? They're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
First down.
To throw, Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. Winds up and and that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 33 yards that time. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Falcons 49, Panthers 38.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And this will be a Falcons first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. Gurley again here on first down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On the tackle there, Natrell Jamerson out of Wisconsin. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score...
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Check 24. Check 24.
And they go with McCaffrey. McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Panthers 46.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
At the 28-yard
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
They're running with Gurley, and this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Todd Gurley unable to get it past the line. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. First down, Bridgewater. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 88 yards. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to first and goal. On first and goal, Gurley. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Ball carrier. Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A pickup of 2.
A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Now it's Smith, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's third and goal.
And goal.
Here's Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Panthers 46.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Bridgewater to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Bridgewater. And he's got his target. That's more. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. I love plays like that. A defensive lineman holding the football. It's like a kid who stole a cookie from the cookie jar, and then he's just fleeing the scene of the crime.
And all he's doing in his mind, reliving his days when he was young, probably played fullback on his high school team, always wanted to be the tailback carrying the ball, trying his best to lug that bad boy the distance.
Pretty impressive pick there off the screen, and then a nice return.
You know, now it...
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. You and I have seen a lot of special comebacks. This one pretty much unbelievable. Roaring all the way back from that huge deficit, now in the driver's seat.
Take the